afternoon, Big Backyard Ideas here, and today I'll be reviewing the World Sports weighted Ladderball. Picked this up yesterday from the Bass Pro shop down in San Jose, California. Sure, you can buy these online, but I'll put a link to them if I can find one. So it should be fairly easy to assemble for the classic 4th of July American game. Anyway, without more ado, let's find out what we'll get for our money. Outside of the box, but I mean, if I'm opening it, I can see instructions on here, and what have we got on here? Looks like, oh, bag for carrying it all in. Yep. So that is the one thing, when you have put it all, what have we got on there? We've got elbow bends on there, T-pieces on the side, 6 bolas in that bag, and a lot of white and yellow pipes. Now, even without the instructions, you can see the yellow pipes go on the cross bits, the elbow bends on the top and on the corners on here, and the T-pieces on the side. So it should be fairly easy, but I will have a quick scan of the instructions anyway. We're looking through the instructions on the World Sports weighted Ladderball. It all seems fairly self-apparent to put together. Everything, all the parts are numbered on here and clearly labelled. The only thing that I'm not quite, you could put it together without instructions, is my general opinion. The only thing is, I noticed on a scoring system, which has got to be this bar here, and scoring ring, which I'm guessing is this one on here. So I was looking around for the rings, couldn't find those, and then they are handily located on there. For the scoring sticks, you put them at the top of the game, but other than that, it should be very intuitive to put them to. Is that all the weighted balls out as much as anything, put them on there, stop my instructions blowing away. All the bags are quite handily, they're the Ziploc type, so you've not got to worry about having to get a knife to open them. Now, a little bit of care to be taken as well. All the yellow sticks are the same length. All the grey ones may not be. They are indeed different lengths. Some of the grey ones are shorter, some of them are longer, so you're going to need to separate them out into 2 parts. What I recommend when building a World Sports weighted Ladderball is sort all the parts out into relevant lengths. So I've got my 4 scoring sticks there, 2 for each of the units. My shorter plastic sticks here, long middle size ones on here, and my 4 long ones on the end, and all these yellow ones are the same size. So now to read the instructions to find out exactly what goes with what. First of all, you need these grey long poles. These are weighted, so you should definitely not get these mixed up with anything else. So I'm going to set them out on the ground and build my 2 frames up side by side. Next, a handful of corner pieces. Lay those loosely out on the ground as well. Next, I'm going to need 4 T-pieces, fixing a basic frame together. All fairly simple, push fit on here, he says, and then typically something won't go home. Now you are going to need that T-piece to be pointing pretty much up at 90 degrees to the ground on that. Okay, fastening the other ends together. This is all fairly straightforward stuff, but just be aware that part numbering is definitely not correct on there. The key thing being that you've got the 2 long weighted beams at either end. Now, tighten that up firmly, just push down, lean that into the ground. Number 1 done. So rinse and repeat with the second one. My 2 base frames of the World Sports weighted Ladderball ready to go. So now I'm going to build the uprights. Got my 4 short sticks, 2 scoring sticks, 4 short sticks and 2 scoring sticks for each game. Don't go and put all 4 scoring sticks or 3 scoring sticks on one side of the game. Then I'm going to need 2, 3. Then I'm going to need 4 T-pieces and 2 corner pieces for each set. You'll know you're assembling the World Sports weighted Ladderball correctly if you've got no parts left down here. Now you're simply going to need 3 horizontal bars per unit. So there we are, all ready to assemble. So taking the first short ones push them down nice and firmly into there, and take a T-piece. T-piece goes across there. One yellow sparring. I would recommend them doing them as you're going and building them up right, not putting them all in at the end. I think that would be a recipe for disaster. As simple as this thing is, keep leaning down, putting the weight on the things as you're going along, making sure those don't come out, but they may well do. Now taking my scoring sticks, look at which way up they are going to be, and put them around on there. Now I'm missing one scoring ring from this stick. That's my only thing so far. Pop in my second yellow tube in, horizontal. Nearly ready to finish. Lastly, for the top one, I'm going to put the curved bend sections on to start with, and that should then slip over the top. And there we have it. That is my first World Sports weighted ladder ball frame up, running, ready to go. That's my first World Sports weighted ladder ball frame. I would say if you're finding this video useful and you want many more backyard idea videos to come this side, then don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, on with the second frame. Well, that's my World Sports weighted ladder ball all set up. Very, very easy to do. The only thing being is you do need to make sure these are still, I would recommend at the end of it, going through pushing these in to make sure they're nice and firm as they become a little bit loose as I was assembling it, moving on up. Anyway, that's my only criticism of it so far. So, there are my World Sports weighted ladder ball frames all ready to go, and need to find Isabella to come and play with the ballastas on the ground there with. The one thing I would say is when you've assembled it, just push these in nice and tight to make sure that they're not coming loose, because they're a little bit slightly loose on there. That's my only criticism of it. It could be marginally tighter on there, but I'm sure it shouldn't be a problem. You could always wrap some tape around it before pushing it in if one was particularly flat. Sturdy enough and light enough, simply be able to carry them into position. I'm sure there's a regulation distance you may now have between the two. No, well, there we are. I've just put them loosely apart. There may be a regulation distance between the two, but how many of us are really going to be worried about that? We're not going to be playing this competitively. Anyway, it looks like everything will pack down into this bag after use, which is quite handy if you want to carry it on the car, take it down to the beach. That's not going to be too bad at all to carry it in that. Quite nice touch it coming with the bag. For the all important moment, can I get this right first go? Come on, Richie. Oh, managed to throw it through. And he gets his third one on. I would say is, I have absolutely no idea how many points each of the different levels of the bar. Gameplay decided goes first by tossing a coin. Okay, the scoring, the bottom rung is 1 point, the middle rung is 2 points, and the top rung is 3 points. Simple as that. Definitely getting the hang of this game. The one thing about weighted ladder ball game is, while you're throwing these balls, they're nice and soft, so even if they hit your kids or any pets or anything like that, they're not going to cause anybody injury. So it's a nice child-friendly family game.
We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell